lots to do.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
If there is aught you wish to know of vocations, mayhap I can advise you. Very well, there is no wrong, but I shan't take up any more of your...
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The watchhead's waiting for you.
What say we gather some information?
Didn't you hear me? The watchhead's waiting. Follow me to the village...
Here's the welcome sight.
Pray slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Didn't you hear me? The watchhead's waiting. Follow me...
Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
We're not allowed to talk during missions, sir.
What do you think you're doing here?
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Hope to see you again.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
To have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Is that you, Norbert? Ah, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only... It is a dangerous place. Understand? I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think I could plot it on a map, and it's hard to describe. But my brother and I are the only ones who use that path, to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go, then. My life's in your hands, friend.
A rescue mission, is it? And I dare say time is of the essence.
Good day, sir. I'm always willing to lend a helping hand.
Oh, I can't complain, really.
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look?
Well, you ought to not strain yourself, not in your current state. Those burns could easily have killed you outright. I expect 'twill be some time before you fully recover. Well, you ought to not...
Might that be a wakestone shard? How lucky we are to have stumbled across one.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
Yes. Do we have business?
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new... I thank you for the chance to hone my swordsmanship, and in good company at that.
I'm all talked out, Master. Perhaps another time. I bid you farewell, Arisen. I trust you will not soon forget the supremacy of the...
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you have but to ask.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and mark them on your map. Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
Oi, where do you think you're going? Our destination is the border checkpoint.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Come along. Norbert ought to have gone down this path. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he caught his breath here before moving on, same as us.
As your pack becomes heavier, so too does your step. Perchance you ought to let a few things go.
Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall my brother.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Take care not to fall.
We ought to proceed with caution.
We are under attack.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. I shan't allow any further harm to come.
Arisen, you are full of surprises. I look forward to informing my own master of that strategy.
It is not what I expected.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Norbert, are you hurt?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. Feast your eyes on this!
I thought I was done for.
Ah, it was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Ah, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
Keep your wits about you. We must not allow our charge to come to harm.
You can do this. I know you can.
I appreciate that.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Would anyone care to push?
This is rather thrilling.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist. Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
I believe in you!
Thanks, friend.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even when you can't be sure where it leads. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only steeled myself sooner. So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
Sirian was rather hard on himself, methinks. He saved his brother just as much as we did.
I'm in your debt, sir. Not just for saving my brother, who helped me learn a valuable lesson today.
Follow me, if you would. We have arrived. We have what we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit, Roberant, are we? Between you and me, Guz, they're mighty easy to make. Simple as combining the ingredients, if you know what they are. Always a pleasure.
We have obtained that which Miss Flora requested. Shall we go with...
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper-like, I'll bet.
My heart is light as a feather after that exchange.
Here at the inn, we also offer change. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. Oof. But enough about me.
Always a pleasure.
A flexible vocation, suited to bolstering our band where reinforcement is most needed.
Our foes will soon find themselves hard-pressed.
I'm in your debt, sir. You helped me learn a valuable lesson today. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles. Myself. But enough about me.
Do come again.
Can't say I've any tide.
Time to get back to work.
Another day over.
That's quite enough. I'll not take that from you.
Hale, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village. Though they're yet to cause any harm, their proximity makes the villagers uneasy. I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
Saurians are monsters of fearsome strength, 'tis true. But I've yet to meet a foe that explosive casks can't scatter.
True enough.
You'll find the explosive casks by the village entrance.
no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait right there. The Arisen has been drenched. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
A battle avoided is a battle won, I suppose.
Where you do not fall prey to the enemy's attack as we pass.
Right you are.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Well done.
Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Now that is a surprise.
I've just had a thought. Ought we not add an archer to our ranks?
There's no better ally for felling flying beasts.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
She's quiet about.
Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Now we are to throw a jar of poison. Be sure to handle it with care, Master.
I trust you're bothering me for a reason.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
'Twill ne'er get done if I stand around talking.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Do come again.
Your healing magics will play a pivotal role in the battles to come, Master.
None shall harm the Arisen so long as I draw breath.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles. myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
Well met, sir.
Oh, I can't complain.
Well met. Hope to see you again.
These old bones grow weary.
Lots to do.
Can't place what that is, but the sea is strange.
Fancy a look at my wares? Fancy a look at my wares?
Do come again.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
By what margin will it improve our performance in battle, I wonder?
If there is aught you wish to know of it, very well. There is no wrong, but I shan't take up any more of you.
Alas, we failed to protect our comrade.
I feel uneasy about continuing our journey with our numbers so depleted.
It's no easy feat to live on a performance.
Have we met, sirs? You seem familiar, somehow. What marvelous ill fortune that I should suffer you twice.
impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
It would be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
Indeed, you are correct.
This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry tremendous lethal force.
This could grant us an edge in battle if we use it well.
We're not to talk during missions, sir.
These old bones. Mind waiting till I finish up for the day?
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
You'll find the jars of If there is aught you wish to know of vacation, very well. There is no wrong. But I shan't take up... You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
Very well, but pray do not make me wait over long.
Really now, you mustn't shirk your duty. Lest you forget, 'tis the Arisen we serve here.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
Indeed, you are correct.
I end up feeling weary even
Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
You've done as I asked, I see. Many thanks for your efforts. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
That's that, then.
About ready for a break.
My bed calls and I shan't resist.
Gladly stay a while.
Now, where was that bound?
Long as a hammer.
It's been a hard day. My stomach's growling. Going for another.
I only work when I fancy.
We've naught to discuss.
Aye, I reckon you'll be good at this.
No one's coming to assail us. Mayhap we've scared them all off.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
goblins approach!
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. I cannot fault your balance.
I can do no less in service to the risen. Well, sir. Avoid flame at any... cost arisen. You have been doused in oil.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
You'll not live to
You
regret.
have my protection.
I'll carefully conserve my strength.
Would you care to behold a forgotten rift stone, as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. 'Tisn't far. Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favor different... One whom I serve prefer to have peace. Guard all you want. It won't make a difference when I've grappled you, see? On your feet in no time at all.
Well done! Master.
Wolves, Master.
Prepare yourself!
Do not despair. I'm coming to your aid. It's vital you remain level-headed. Yon statue makes for a fine landmark.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might.
Would anyone care to push?
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and mark them on your map.
Goodness. We're higher up than I'd thought.
Take care not to fall.
Careful now!
Come to think of it, different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing. Goblins, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Not bad. I grant you roaring flame.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
The Arisen has been drenched. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well...
And true. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Shan't let them fall. No one can defend themselves when rattled like this.
fine place to harvest some ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Sleep magic?
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a minute.
An obstacle blocks our way. Perhaps we might remove it by force. I am ready to attack, Master. Might I be of assistance?
Our party is well balanced. I can see no weaknesses that might be exploited.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
I quite agree.
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An arisen, by all appearances.
An arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one arisen, and he's up in the palace.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however, who can say? All's been arranged. Come, let us pass through the gate.
I'll collect...
Begging your pardon, sir, but I'm on...
Good. Let us make for the capital. An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we press on.
Sir, How can I be of assistance?
As your pack becomes heavier, so too does your step. Perchance you ought to let a few things go.
It isn't my way to gossip with the citizenry.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Just about anything.
Aye. Is there aught you require?
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive.
Good. Let us make...
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking...
Everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have weakened the earth here.
Tis a glad thing we rested when we must not let down our guard. Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
I grant you fire's flame. Use it well.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
I'll combine my magic with yours. You might cast the spell more quickly.
Might you be...
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Number is unconscious. Fear not. I shall aid you directly.
All this fuss over a moment's infortune. It shan't happen again.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour. Let's not let down our weapons. I could have done no better.
You might join the fight yourself.
One might confidently call that
a tad too high, methinks.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Must finding these be so difficult?
Our collection grows.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
Cyclops! Great, be on your guard.
This torrent seems well suited to our purposes, if you ask me.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well. I grant you roaring flame.
Let us see what you're made of.
It seems we have arranged our foe.
Might we not use our range to our advantage?
On your lead. It is a foe worthy of caution. Naught save our best will do.
Good. We must rally. Panicking will only place the enemy advantage. Arisen! Are you alright? It's time we made this happen. So thank you for that.
You have my gratitude, sir. Could seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now, the road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering.
How might I aid you, sir?
A powerful current ought to...
Look here. Water is seeping through the crack.
What was that sound? Fall back!
This should help.
This place makes my hair stand on end. Should trouble occur, it is my charge to set it right. The quiet day is a welcome one. Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
It would allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is. One never can have too many of these.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
This heavy pack is slowing me down somewhat, but methinks I can manage for the time being.
Shall we gather some materials while we're here?
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
We've got goblins!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Not bad.
I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Well said.
You dare!
This calls for a curative.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
An appropriate...
I was informed of your coming would be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign. The only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became Arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with your majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Would that all my days were so tranquil.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Hey. What brings you here?